For our final project, we decided to do our report on fast food restaurants and QSRs versus the rise of third-party app-based food delivery services and ghost kitchens. My name is Nick.
My name is Jocelyn.
My name is Samantha.
My name is Kwan.
And my name is Rowan.
Now, due to the lockdown, there was a rise in fast food consumption and usage of the third-party app-based food delivery services. The usage of these platforms has resulted in an explosion of ghost kitchens popping up almost everywhere. More competition in the convenience space for fast food and QSR. Since there's more competition, we wanted to see if ghost kitchens and new restaurants were an actual threat to fast food on these third-party food delivery platforms. In addition, we also want to gain better insight into consumers' feelings towards fast food and ghost kitchens.
In order to do this, we went ahead and did primary data, which consisted of surveys and in-depth interviews. For our surveys, we had a plan of getting 100 surveys. In total, we ended up getting 87 responses. For our second data, we went ahead and found this chart here, where it says that basically in 1980, the fast food industry was much healthier than how it currently is. So our target market ended up being males and females, in which we ended up getting 46 of the total males, and females were 39. For our ages, it was between 18 to 45 years old. And you can see here how much we ended up getting. And we ended up getting all ethnicities as well, which resulted in 28% of whites, 5.2% of African Americans, and then 2% of American Indians and Alaskan Natives, and 21.8% of Asians, and 2% of other. And overall, we ended up getting 47.9% of Hispanics. So for the climate change, we ended up doing political factors. The political party preferred within the fast food industry chain, Proposal 22. So economic factors were that COVID-19 impacted the restaurants, making them close down the inside seating. The social culture factors were consumers became more health concerned about fast food industries. And technical factors were increasing usage in fast food apps. And trends were that food service deliveries and ghost kitchens.
Okay, so looking at our fast food industry SWOT, if we go to strengths and within the fast food industry, some could be considered pricing strategies that cater for wide market segments, more convenient than other restaurants. It's more of a global brand. There's consistency and expansive menu choices, and then of course loyalty. And then some weaknesses within the fast food industry would be longer lines and longer wait times, slightly negative brand image because the food can be considered unhealthy, and then also a limited range of food options for vegetarians and vegans, and then low wages and employee strikes for better wages. Some opportunities within the fast food industry would be expanding menu choices to cater for more health restrictions, and then global expansion. And then some threats would be high competition with other fast food restaurants, and then third-party app-based food delivery services. If we look at our competitors, which would be the ghost kitchen, what they're offering is more virtual brands with delivery-only concepts, and they have multiple food categories all at the same location, and they offer more professional style cooking. So these would be facilities only used for producing these virtual brands, and this food delivery has grown 300% faster than dine-in over the last 5 years. And if we look at the price of the ghost kitchen, the prices reflect higher food quality with healthier options offered. They typically range from $3 to $5 more than fast food restaurants and QSRs, and they cut out expenses from front house operations like customer service operations. And some of their promotions would be quicker and easier to launch ghost kitchens through direct marketing and social media. They have a wide variety of options that may attract consumers because of all the different categories offered at once. And then their easy restaurant quality food is conveniently delivered to customers. And then some strengths within the ghost kitchens would be their cut out expenses, their use of their own staff for delivery services, their variety of cuisines, and then intrigued new users willing to test out the ghost kitchens. And then they have more of a strong delivery operation because everything is within the ghost kitchen. And then some of the weaknesses would be their generic ghost kitchen brands that don't really have any loyalty to them, or that people aren't that familiar with. And then there'd be kind of credibility problems, and then reaching out to customers to make their brands known, as well as prices may conflict because people would rather just pay for cheaper options.
For the data analyzed, there have about 88 people did a survey. 41 of the people have the full-time job. Many of them haven't married, and 87% of them are living near 5 or more fast food restaurants. But 42% of people are not open to eat at the fast food restaurant. Most of them would like to try the new restaurant, and 43 of them had used the third-party delivery apps. Almost have 60% of people will buying the things influenced by promotion on social media, and the other apps people usually use it. Like the first one is the Uber Eats, and the second one is the Postmate, and the third is the DoorDash.
So for our cross tabulations, the question is, how often do you eat at fast food restaurants? And we can see throughout all the ages, most of them do eat fast food pretty often. And for the next cross tabulation, next slide, please. Would you be willing to try a ghost kitchen if the prices were $3 to $5 more expensive than a normal restaurant? And over here, we can see that for almost all age groups, that most of them are indeed willing to try a ghost kitchen. do you like trying food from new and unknown restaurants? And here for throughout all age groups, it's pretty, yeah, all of them are willing to try new and unknown restaurants.
So in conclusion, through the data and what we found was that ghost kitchens and new restaurants on third-party food delivery platforms are not really a threat to the fast food market share on said platforms. We found that about 42% of our users still order fast food using third-party food delivery apps like Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, etc. However, what we did notice is that fast food has a stronghold on the younger demographic. Through our surveys, we found that the younger demographic tends to eat more fast food. However, as they get older, their image of fast food changes. They seem to step away from fast food. They see it as unhealthy, and like they ultimately see it like they don't have enough nutritious food for them. So for our recommendations, our first recommendation will be adding more healthy and nutritious foods to the menu. We'll add foods such as vegan options, vegetarian options, and plant-based food options, because that tends to be the trend now, especially here in California. And we will be using discount codes to promote these new healthy food options, since about 49% of our respondents use discount codes when ordering fast food. Therefore, adding more healthy foods can help change the unhealthy brand image fast food companies have. Our second recommendation will be promoting existing healthy food options through lifestyle and health enthusiast social media influencers. Now, fast food restaurants actually already have healthy food options, but it's not known to the public. So therefore, we would be putting in the money to advertise for these healthy food options makes sense in changing the brand image. Since 60% of our respondents have been influenced by promotions on social media, our advertisements should be geared towards social media. Lastly, our third recommendation would be opening up a ghost kitchen and offering healthy, nutritious foods. Now, we will open up this ghost kitchen separate from the fast food, so under a different name. And we will do this because of the negative brand image that a lot of fast food companies already have. And one of the perks of doing this, one of the perks of opening up a ghost kitchen is that amongst our respondents, we found that 55% of them were more likely to spend more money at a ghost kitchen, and 83% of them were willing to try at new restaurants. On top of that, a lot of people using these platforms, these food delivery platforms, they really go on to explore and find new foods. So being a part of that would be great for fast food. And on top of that, ghost kitchens right now are a growing trend, and they've been growing rapidly. So for fast food to get their foot in the door will put them in a great position for the future.